Hey Pisces, welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. Hope you are doing well as always, friend. We're checking in for your energies to see what's going on for the weekend, and as we move into next week, we do have the new moon, and just before the new moon in Pisces, we do have Mars squaring Uranus. So I feel like there's something that, it could be something that hasn't been addressed or needs to be addressed that may kind of present itself like you need to address it. This can be, a little bit of a shakeup in some way, but ultimately it's perfect timing being around the new moon energy in Pisces, because it's also, this can support our growth, our healing, our spirituality, our sense of direction, and more than anything, set a new tone, set a new path, a new journey for whatever this is. So this is good timing, whatever shows up around this. And I just want to let you know that, Pisces, okay? So let's get started. We're going to connect in. I want to look at the new beginnings ahead, especially with this new moon energy, what's coming in, what's coming up for any new beginning. We're also going to look at relationships in the extended as well, and further dive into, any new beginnings that may be there, and any other things that kind of need to be looked at, addressed, and go into the layers so you can understand more of things to consider, things to avoid, and so on. So let's dive in. If you want to connect into the extended, it is going to be the first link below. Just remember, this is a general and timeless read. The predominant energies are for sun, moon, and rising energies of Pisces. And look, it could relate vice versa energy if it's specific to someone that you're connected to or a situation, or if you are a cross watcher. Yes, and if you haven't already and want to join our membership, which is about supporting your spiritual journey, wherever that you're on, whether you're trying to get more connected to your purpose, get clarity on direction in life, feel like, there's a bit of healing that needs to occur, want to support just a future that you really, really love, that's what this, our free membership is about. And we're jumping into an amazing new platform that you get to be a part of. So there is a free version. So jump on in. That's the second link below. And then you'll get information on how to access the portal. All right, so let's have a look at new beginnings for Pisces. Let's have a look at new beginnings for Pisces. Holy cow. Well, that's like totally flown off. Okay. Let me get the one that has like totally flipped. One second. Okay. So I've got Angel of Balance, Walking Away, Second Chakra, and Community. So connecting into this, Pisces, straight up for when we're understanding more on new beginnings, it seems like there's a part of your life right now, anything that's kind of been shaken up in your face, whatever that may be, okay? I feel what's happening right now is something was out of alignment, and hence why that had to happen, okay? Out of alignment to what you actually really want. What you really want for your life is what I feel it's kind of saying here. So if you were in a connection, a relationship, a job, spending time with certain people, you might have just felt like watching it slowly break down, and you may have been wanting to make progress, wanting to make things work, but perhaps it just kept getting more and more uncomfortable or more challenging. And like I said, I feel like whatever that mix-up was, it has been for good reason. And I think you're starting to see and starting to perhaps acknowledge the necessary endings or the necessary changes that need to happen to get this new beginning of something that you really are desiring in your life and really want. And there's some emphasis here on what you've been praying for. And what I mean by that is, we can look at it over the top of things of what you've been praying for. And usually when we're in a state of really strong prayer or really strong asking the universe, whatever it is because there's something that we're not liking on how we're feeling or how a situation's making us feel, whatever that may be, whether it's money, career, relationships, there's something about it. But when you look at it, if it's been related to a person or a thing, that's not actually yeah, you might want to fix that or make that work. But underneath it all, you have a desire, you have a feeling, you have this thing that you want to create in your life, or that you want to feel, or you don't want to feel this anymore and you want to replace it with this. And maybe those things that you've been praying for, asking the universe for, the things that you want aren't where you are. It doesn't matter how much you pray for it. It's kind of spirit saying that isn't meant for you. You're not going to find those things here. And whatever lesson you had to learn, it's with blessings, okay? Because with this angel of balance, this is now the part where you get to drink and I'm saying drink because it's got the elixir here. This is a part of that you get to embody this fresh beginning. And it can be weird, especially if your nervous system has been going off, or you've been used to a little bit of trauma or trauma bonding or toxic energy. It can be weird when we're not being when we're at peace, I guess. It can be an uncomfortable feeling sometimes, guys, and I know it's a strange thing to even question, but that's just the reality of it, because what our body gets used to, our nervous system gets used to. And I feel what's ever happening here is you're acknowledging what keeps you in balance, what keeps you in flow, what keeps you feeling good. And that's what you want to keep entering into, what you want to keep, infused in your body, in your mind, and your soul. So I can see here with that, you're choosing now to really look at where you've been, and where you're going. You can see the light, and I think you really are starting to grab a hold of that light with this new beginning. And it's not necessarily easy, but I think it's getting easier day by day, and I think you're starting to feel more and more empowered, because with this second chakra, Archangel Ariel, this is really about your creativity, really about building something, starting something new, ultimately at the end of the day. This is also around our sexuality, and when we're really connected to our sexuality, meaning your feminine energy or your masculine energy. I mean, this one is more so the feminine energy it's connecting into because of the creativity and birth. It's allowing you to really embody who you are and shine with your gifts, with just the being that you are. And that's what I really like here. You might find too, that you might have a little bit of trauma stored in your hips. I don't know if you've heard about where, body keeps the score or anything of that nature, where we can store trauma. And our hips can be a common one for women, actually, if you're a feminine here or a woman here, just making that specific. But it's something to even consider here if you want to open that up more, because if you've been storing energy there, it can keep you a little bit in survival mode. It can be certain challenges that you may have. You might just feel uncomfortable sometimes in your hips or your lower back. Maybe you're feeling like you can't shift weight or something of that nature. And that's where I find I started doing actually somatic exercises for around the hip area, and it changed my life. And I just want you to know that. You can find, programs and that out there. I do have someone that you can potentially check out, and I'll have that in the membership group if you want more. But yeah, I don't know why this is coming up. I just feel this is an important message for someone who's really trying to shift and make progress and get to this new chapter of life. And a part of it is the healing aspect, right? Because I think we're all on a self-healing journey, a self-growth journey. And that's what this is about, becoming the best version of yourself, leveling up to live out what you're meant to be living out, to use your gifts, to feel the love, all of it, And I think you deserve that, Pisces. And then with community, I feel this is about you getting connected to the people, the places, the things that make you feel alive again, that make you feel connected again. And I think this is a really important stepping stone to whatever's next for you, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're connecting into a new relationship, whether this is, just you meeting new people and seeing where life takes you. But when I mean seeing where life takes you, it's intentionally what you're doing, who you're connecting to, not just random people, random things. I mean, sometimes it can be, but if you've got an intentional, focus, like a community, what are the passions and gifts that you have? How can you find a community that's aligned to that, if that makes sense? And I think that's something incredibly important right now for you that seems to want to come in. So let's dive a little bit deeper and see what else Spirit wants you to know about these new beginnings, because I think these are quite empowering for you, Pisces. So, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So I don't know what your plans are for the weekend, but I hope that you are doing something important for yourself, and I enjoy connecting with you. All right. So let's have a look at the Angel of Balance and what we need to know. So 10 of Cups, this is interesting. Paying attention to it, okay, that it was showing a little bit of resistance at first with the 10 of Cups. This is, I feel, a big part of you coming back into balance within yourself, because I think you've been trying with all your heart and soul, wherever you've been lately, that's what you've been trying to give to. But I don't think it was giving back in return in some way, you know, and this is where things are starting to balance out, because you're true to what this 10 of Cups is to you. You know what it feels like, because this is about the emotional aspect of it, the connection of it. And I think that's what you're starting to really value and validate for yourself, right? And I feel really convicted about that through the energy. All right, what else do we need to know here? The Emperor. I mean, come on, guys. 10 of Cups, the Emperor walking away. Let's get a little bit more, because, yeah, I think for some of you, you may never had real clarity and honesty with whatever was going on with someone that you were dealing with that holds this Emperor energy. Maybe it was a counterpart, maybe a father figure, maybe someone in your family that holds quite a strong masculine presence, or it could be in the workplace, like a boss or something of that nature. But I think, you know, there's something here. I'm kind of getting two narratives here with what's going on. I think, again, not feeling enough in truth and clarity, but also now as you come into balance and walk away from something, it's allowing you to get closer to this divine counterpart with a fresh start and a beginning that's allowing you to see things for what they are, that's allowing you to acknowledge where you're at and what's coming in for you, you know? And I think there's two parts of that story, and for a lot of you, probably both may relate in some way, you know? Where you've been and where you're going. Because I'm really seeing like this older timeline, or this older place that you've been, and like you're leveling up in timeline to get more connected to where you're meant to be. What else do we need to know here, Spirit? See, the stability around it, the King of Pentacles. I like this. 5 of Cups. Let's get one more for the 5 of Cups. Yeah, see, I love this. This is awesome. This is so good, Pisces. Okay, so whatever's happening here in terms of this partnership, this desire, this connection, this goal of yours, and partnership can come in many ways. I think partnership are people that you work with, are friends that you have, because you're all putting in effort to partner up in some way, I'd like to believe, okay? And so whatever truths are coming through, and whatever it is that you're creating or co-creating with someone, or building, or wanting to go in a certain direction, wherever this is leading to is the King of Pentacles energy, which is about taking ownership and really starting to build and put yourself in a place of, yes, connection. What are you trying to say, Spirit? Because there's this part of certainty and desire, but like owning it is the way that it's showing me. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, in the way that I get messages, I can hear it, I visually see it, and then I feel it. So it can come in different forms. So there's just something here about, I'm just hearing owning it. So this could be around your home space. This could be around your money, whatever this is. It's like you want to take charge in that and build and create it on your own terms, but being in a safe space, being in a safe environment, being in a place that you know when you need to be relied on, you can be relied on, but also I think there's knowing that you can be taken care of when needed, you can be nurtured when needed, kind of flowing in flux with a masculine energy and then the feminine for the creative space. For some of you, this could be getting clarity and truth and understanding of a potential counterpart that may be coming in, that may be birthing here for you. And it's interesting because what I'm really liking here, if there is a King of Pentacles, you know, joining your life, or you're meeting and getting to know and learn, whatever this is, it's helping you get over something, Pisces. It's part of, I think, the healing, because there's something here that I feel like that's the ending of this. Okay. So this new beginning is pretty fresh, you know, and I think it's an important part to heal ourselves before, especially if we come out of a relationship, to really work on ourselves, that just having some time, whatever that may be. Everyone can be a bit different. I don't think, oh, you need to have a year off. If that's what you need, that's what you need. If you need 2 years off, that's what you need. You're going to know. And sometimes you may not even be ready, but you get this blessing of someone coming into your life that helps you grow, that helps you build this next chapter, whether they're here for a season or a lifetime. I don't know what this is in particular, but what I can see is that anything that has disappointed you in the past, anything that has let you down in the past, I feel this is clearing space and allowing you to have this really honest, real deal, fresh start, fresh beginning. There's something here about this King of Pentacles energy that's really supporting that. And along with the community energy, it's something that people want to come together, want to build together, want to grow together. So I really like that. And then we got the Sun. All right, let's get a little bit more on this Ten of Cups energy and where this is taking us. High Priestess. See, and this is intuitively you just knowing, Pisces, you just knowing where things have been out of balance, you just knowing that what you didn't know, what you didn't see, you could feel it. Okay, you could feel it. And I think there's some truth in decisions you had to make for yourself, you know, to have this Ten of Cups that you truly want. Emperor energy, what do we need to know? I mean, this is double you here, the High Priestess and now the Queen of Cups. So obviously, you know, this is showing up as feminine energy, but we have both feminine and masculine energy. So for a lot of our dudes that are here, because we do have a lot of masculines that come here and connect in. So there's something here either which way. I feel I like this. I really like this. Do you know why I really like this? Because whatever this Emperor energy is showing up in your life, whether this is a person or just your energy needed in something, I feel this is about taking charge, Pisces, of what fills your cup, of what makes, again, what I'm getting the Ten of Cups, but now your place in the Ten of Cups, not just the vision for the Ten of Cups, but what your place is in this, you know, because I think sometimes we can have a vision, but we forget ourselves in the vision. It's like, yeah, I want to feel this and I want to be a part of this. Okay. So what does Pisces want? What does Pisces want to create, want to build, want to be? What role do you want to play in this? And there's just something about it that I feel like if you do come into connection with an Emperor energy, why I think it's beautiful is because I feel like you're allowing the masculine to show up here for you. Okay. I really, really do. And allowing to show up here, because I think there's a part of yourself that you may also be walking away from or allowing to leave in the past, okay, a version of you. Furthermore, I just get this sense, I wouldn't be surprised if the Empress energy comes out at some point in time here. I'm just feeling like there's something that you're doing that you're allowing space for, and you may not realize it, okay? Because I still think you're making progress. I still think you're getting things done, but there's something about the energy that you're showing up in that is giving space to a masculine or a counterpart to show up in areas that you need the most support right now, okay? So that's a really interesting energy. Ace of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Yeah. And I think too, this is a part of it that whatever's coming in, whatever that you're acknowledging, you're seeing, you're identifying here, Pisces, you're seeing the truth of what, like I said, needs to be shared, what needs to let go so you can move forward, okay? And it's interesting that you're looking back. There's a message that's coming in for our friends that are of faith, okay? And this can relate for some of you guys too, because I think it's about our calling. And the reason I'm bringing this up is that I'm just getting, because of the visual on the walking away, I was thinking Jot. It's Lot. It's a biblical person. Basically, it's like they were given a command or given guidance, okay, to save themselves. And the guidance that were given, they were a couple and husband and wife. And basically the command was, so think of it, it's your intuition. It's saying it so loudly. It's something that you believe in. If it's your faith, God, universe, spirit, whatever it is, you're getting a message that is so clear. And it's basically telling you, if you're going to live the life that you want, if you want to be saved from this harm, whatever it is, I need you to just run and keep running and don't look back and listen to my words exactly. Basically keep running for whatever direction you've been told to go, but do not look back or do not turn back. And it's interesting, she's turning back. And that's what's kind of standing out for me, because the moment in this biblical story that she turned back, she turned into a pillar of salt. And there's something about it that everyone else survived, but she had a chance to get out, okay, is the moral here. She had a chance to get out. She was given some guidance. She was given, for her and her family to save themselves. But she chose to turn back or chose to look back. And it didn't save her. And I'm taking this more so as a sign, guys, that I know you are being called to something. And as much as you might want to come back, you might want to see what's happening there, you might want to know what that person is up to, whatever these ideas that you have, you're really being asked here, because I don't know why this has come up, to really move forward in a direction and stop turning back, stop looking back. Because as much as you're walking away, you're walking to the light. But the truth is, there's something you've really got to let go of. There's something that you've got to really put up blocks and boundaries against, because it's not going to support your highest good for this new beginning, okay? In terms of what you allow in that's not supporting you. In addition to this second chakra energy with the King of Pentacles, and I know that was a long story around, guys, but I mean, I got to give you what comes through. Is the Seven of Pentacles. There seems to be someone here that does want to invest, Pisces, sees the potential in something here with you. Maybe you're seeing the potential in something here. But this is not starting afresh. This is something that I feel may be familiar for some of you. Or a place that you're meeting with someone that kind of understands where you're at. So whatever there's common interest or commonalities, it's like you're both being able to come in from a place of experience, a place of understanding, and something that you guys want to create. I don't know for some of you if this is a business or something of that nature, but I can really see the potential here, whatever this is. Five of Cups, what do we need to know? And if you're wondering why she turned into a pillar of salt, salt preserves things, just to be aware. And that's a whole nother story again. So Five of Cups with this King of Wands energy. Yeah. Just one more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. It's interesting, these energies that are showing up here, because what I feel with this Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles with the King of Wands, is that with whatever truth you've come to understand or learn about yourself or about a situation, Pisces, I can also see here that, like I said, you're getting clear on learning things about yourself, learning things about people and situations, and just what you're not going to tolerate anymore, just what you know that what you're willing to fight for and what you're not willing to fight for. Okay. And I like it because it's allowing you to keep creating on things that you know are of value here. And interestingly, with the King of Wands, I'm trying to understand their representation here. If there's been a person or a situation or some goals that you had that didn't work out, that left you feeling a bit depleted, maybe made you feel a bit down and out as well. But I also feel whatever this energy was or contributed here is the one that I don't know if they're particularly a fire energy, but I just feel like some promise or something that someone said they were going to deliver or show up here just was a letdown, okay? But again, this is part of the evolution here of the opportunity to create. And I think it's really interesting. You've got the Three of Cups and the Community card, which is further confirmation. Let's get more here on the Three of Cups. Yeah. So what I was getting for some of you, okay, is that there could have been a situation where you were dealing with, you know, someone who was initially inconsistent, but you chose to see them as this type of masculine, just someone who was passionate, who maybe was friendly, charismatic, whatever it is. But maybe underneath it all, the hurts that happened, situations that occurred, this person was giving a lot of time and energy to other things as well. But this new beginning is allowing you to cut those hurts out for this fresh beginning, Pisces, is what I'm really seeing here, especially with this King of Pentacles showing up. I feel like this King of Pentacles energy with this new beginning is allowing you to finally clear out this part that hasn't been serving you. For some of you, it's interesting because the thing too with the King of Pentacles is very loyal and very loving. Okay, in their grounding nature. There's something here about feeling protected. And the visual that I'm seeing here is like, however this situation shows up for you, I think that the feeling behind it that's coming through that I'm seeing is like you are kind of cradling in a way, like wrapped up in a ball, but crying. And it's a mix of crying in a sense of feeling loved. And I think this part of you, the part of you that was used to feeling rejected, and it's allowing you to let that go. You know, that part that you didn't feel was loved or, like I said, was rejected at some point by someone else. It's just like, it's this cathartic, beautiful birth of something here that you get to experience, that you get to feel. And if this is not directly related to a person, I think this is some things that you're accomplishing yourself, that it's allowing you to crack open this new beginning and actually see yourself of what you're capable of. And even in these hurts and disappointments, knowing your worth. But I'm definitely feeling a sense of relief. Like I said, I can really see someone like kind of curled in a ball, just crying. But it's more so like a combination of sense of freedom, sense of love, and just something you need to let go of, you know? It's quite a beautiful energy, but it's a deep energy, you know? So let's have a look at, let's get some messages from Spirit on what you need to know to support this if you are leaving us here. If you are joining us in the extended, we're going to go into the love story and any further messages and what you need to know. So final messages for our Pisces. A fiery climax approaches. It's time to release negativity, which we can see you doing. Oh, you know what's interesting too? I had a dream the other night and it was like I had a tattoo of a scorpion on my hand. It was really interesting. I tried to like in my dream wipe it and I was like, oh, it stayed there. It kind of looked like oh, what do you call those tattoos? You know, like those Indian tattoos. Oh my gosh, I can't think what it's called. I know some of you will know what they're called. But yeah, where they do the dots and that coloring. And then you've got meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. See, maybe that's part of what's happening with this shedding here. Because that's this weekend, guys. So interesting. All right. So if you're joining us in the extended, like I said, we're going to dive into the love story, whatever's coming up, whether it's new, old, what you need to know, the advice around a connection. If there's anything else that comes through, we're going to see how, you feel, they feel, and just what's next there. So love you, Pisces. Have a great weekend and we'll connect again soon. Bye.